Okay, this is a slicer. This is a standalone software, but it's called a slicer for Fusion 360. You can download it from Autodesk. When you open it, uh, you face this user interface. It's very simple. For beginning, you can come to going your mouse over here. You can import new. You can open your software, save a copy, or export to mesh. From here, you can open example shapes. You can import 3D STL or OBJ. For example, human head. And as you can see, it's open in the software, and all of its settings will be appear here. With right click and drag, you can move. Middle mouse button, you can pan, and with the scroll mouse, you can zoom in, zoom out. And here you can click here. With a click, you can spin. You can directly active the navigation here. You can pan with click and drag if you want just to pan with your click, or with click and drag you can zoom. You can click all of these settings to just click and drag activation. Just click here. You can fit to selection, and here it's important. You can toggle between parallel movement, or perspective movement. Now, perspective view. But if you don't active any of them, you have to right click, middle mouse button, and scroll to navigation. And here you can go to the home view, front view, or you can click and drag in there, right. And here you can rotate in this direction, rotate in that direction, simple. After that, you can redo and undo here. Now, as you can see, we have a model here. I will explain all of these models here. You can rotate your 3D model in directions here, but I suggest you realign your model in your 3D package, for example, Cinema 4D, Maya, 3D Max, or Onion. The user interface of this software is very important. Here you can import your model from your computer. Manufacturing settings is very important. You can activate it here, and you can see all of the manufacturer settings for this sheets. This software is a slicer, and it slices 3D model and gives you the sheets here, cutout layout. And here you can change the settings, but a better way is here. You can click on this manufacturer settings, and you can select your sheets that you want to create, or for example, your size. I will be explaining more. You can you can define your sheets in lengths and widths, in which unit is that. This is for actually CNC router or 2D laser. You can define the sheets that you have in a real world. And then important thing here is here, and you have to define your object size, your unit from your software. For example, if you work in Cinema 4D or 3D Max or Maya, it's better to import original size and turn off the uniform scale. I will be explaining it more. And after that, you have to choose your construction technique to create your slice. I will be explaining them in detail, don't worry. Stacks slice. This is main purpose that we want to use. As you can see, it slice that's your model and gives you the sheets here. And after that, you can change all of the settings. I will be explaining them. And or another technique that you want, you can interlock slices like this. You can do lots of work with that, or curve, or radial slice like this. In some situations, very interesting. Folded panel, the origami things that you can create, interesting. It gives you a map, it gives you a number to make it 3D slice. It works in a special situation that I will explain it more. Just a 3D slicing in this case does not gives you sheets or anything. As you can see, just 3D slice like this. And after that, it's better going to the sheets. It gives you a sheet, 2D sheet that you can export it. You can change all of the settings. I will explain them, but here you can get plans. As you can see your sheets here. You can click and see. For example, here it gives you a number. For example, this is from number 1 to number 2. It's align them in the sheets to exporting. You can change the type, PDF, EPS. We use DXF, units, and then you can export in your computer and give to CNC, to the laser, or anything that you want to cut these sheets. And in a real world, with these numbers, orders, you can snap them together from 1 to any number that you want. I think this is the last number, and your 3D head is done, and you can create your 3D model. Okay, this is a Slicer 3D navigation and simple explaining user interface. Let's dive in all of its settings. And here is the model issues. If any issues comes here, for example, a global error, unconnected pieces in the blue, unconnected pieces, it means it does not follow these curves. It means it's suddenly created. Because be careful, you can change the thickness of your material. Which material do you have? You can change all of its settings. You can select one of them and choose the settings, see the number. For example, this. The blue errors are not problem. The red errors, slicer with errors, are very important, and you have to change them. These softwares depend on the dimensions of the object size and the material you have. It's trying to create your shape in the best way. And the smooth of your 3D modeling is very important. As you can see, it can create the best shapes for you. But it's very depend on your size and, of course, thickness of your material. If you have a, for example, thicker or thinner slice thickness, if you have a lower number of the thickness, you have better. You can give you more quality to the slicer. But don't forget, if you have a lower number in thickness, you can get more layers and more sheets. It's depending on your material.
Hello my friends, to continue these tutorials on YouTube, subscribe us, like us, and hit the bell icon. And now you will be alerted about all of the amazing videos that we release.